Hey y'all, Monk Joseph with the Broken Buddha. Hopefully for the last installment of this, forgive my SD card problem. I actually have another SD card, but it's in my motorcycle helmet, and that takes priority over this, keeping me safe. Anyway, part 3, Neelkanth, Swaminarayan, a great yogi and teacher to us all. And in the last one, I was leading up to this. Sorry I wasn't watching my time, but it's better like this because then everybody can go through this as long as they want to and get what they need. Some people need part 1, some people need part 3. I'm just a conduit. I'm not here to tell anybody how to do nothing. All right. So we left off around 1200 AD, where a lot of fake scriptures were being made, and we're getting back into this because now we have that. There's a 500-year stretch, and then Neelkanth came about and did what he did. And don't get me wrong, there are so many realized and enlightened yogis in various corners of the world and across Asia at that time period, that 500 years from when scriptures start getting fake, massively fake produced. And then you've got, Neelkanth coming up. I mean, if you follow the scriptures, there were like a lot. There's too many to mention, man. The Tibetans really took the Enlightenment studies, the Mahayana and Vajrayana, and ran with it. Even the Hinayana. I mean, at one point, they had like 40% of their population was monks and nuns. All right, so there you have it. Again, check out Mystics of India on Amazon. It's not crazy expensive or anything, or however else you can get to it. And check it out, man. Mystics of India, 11-year-old, an 11-year-old walked 8,000 miles across India. I mean, I have a hard time walking to the store a half mile away some days. So let's not act like we're tougher than this 11-year-old, smarter, or anything like that. So, all right. So I'm watching my time. This one will actually be a short-lived video. But again, the guy he's a great yogi, and there's all that we can all learn stuff from him. Um, it was a different conservative time period when he was leading that organization. So there, if you go deep enough into your research, you may see some time period things that aren't favorable. But I have much faith and trust in Swaminarayan and Neelkanth. I've modeled a little bit of my life. Anybody who's known me the past few years has heard me say, I just want to be as tough as an 11-year-old. Like, because most people are like, I want to be like that fighter, that kung fu guy, or that karate guy, or BJJ guy, or whatever. But it's like, I'll settle for being as tough as an 11-year-old yogi that changed my life and the world with it. So yeah, I mean, if I can do that, if I can be that kind of tough, because and here's the thing, guys, I'm gonna start walking one day. That is my eventuality. That is my goal, is to just head eastward one day. Because right now I'm in the West Coast, so to walk across my country, teach, study, practice, and help my fellow countrymen in every way that I can, countrymen and countrywomen, any way that I can. Um, so yeah, so me being able to teach in a stationary spot, or even like going to the Mandir, people there don't know that about me, that I am training to be a proper yogi, and one day I will be strong enough to just walk with nothing and survive. Uh, Hopefully, I'm healthy enough to retire doing it. Like that's not really a retirement. I just want to live the yogi life. It seems to be beneficial to society. Um, and to everybody whose path is crossed, and the things that you learn on a journey like that, we need to find those things again as a species in a race. So, thank you. I don't think I've ever actually said this, and this is, something that goes out into all of existence, being in clouds and whatnot. But, so yeah, so thank you, Neelkanth. Thank you, Swaminarayan, for the time that you put into your time as a yogi in that body on this planet, and has really shown us all, you know, even in modern times. Because I mean, most of us think of 1700s. I know it's like 300 years ago, but we still consider that as like a more modernized time. And you don't think about a strong yogi happened in the 18th century. So now you do know. This is just, there are some crazy, amazing human feats that have done. And the biggest thing we have to remember is they were in human bodies. Whether you believe they were a different being in that human body or not, they were in that body. And even if in the extreme plausibility that they were who people say he was, he still would have had to deal with not knowing. Those beings don't come here like, oh, I'm Krishna in this body. Even Yeshua had to go on like other people's word and faith. So I'm sure he had his instances in the intermediate or meditation and dream bardos. I'm sure he had some instruction, but I mean, it's not going to be any different. So whether you like it or not, the yogis and sages persevered through everything that you're failing to persevere through, and did it while helping others. And I hope that you all at least get a chance to dive into looking at these yogis, these great teachers. I mean, for Pete's sake, an 11-year-old is tougher than, I would argue, 99.99999% of people watching this video, including myself. And you guys see my videos, what I do on Kung Fu and stuff and meditation here. I ain't no punk, but compared to him, I kind of am. So, all right. Shout out to Hitesh Patel down at the BAPS Sri Swaminarayan, Fresno Mandir. If you ever go to visit, you will more than likely meet him. He is a wonderful uh, guest attendant. Um, I don't know. I don't think he has an actual title at the Mandir. He's just like he is a people directing and welcoming machine. It's the best way to say what he does. I try to stay out of his way because he's always a very busy man when I'm there. But you'll get to meet him. He's a very awesome guy. I got to meet him through. I needed help with a Sanskrit enunciation, and I had nothing to go on except for who made that Neelkanth documentary. So that's how I found this organization and some of these people. Um, and yeah, it's an incredible experience. The Mandir is incredible. The people are incredible. You'll never. I don't think you'll ever get a warmer welcome, man, because you'll get warm welcomes at other religious institutions, but there's usually like a drop of like you need to be here every week, or you need to do this ritual or that ritual. Like they will not. They are very very. I don't want to say careful, respectful. Um, yeah, because like I didn't get my bracelet until later because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I'd never been there for a big holiday like that. At least not aware of it. So when I walked up to the desk, I didn't even know, like, hey, I'm allowed to get one of these things. Like, I thought I was just like register. So they'll be as respectful as you are. But I'm about to run out of time again because I'm not watching time. So big ups to Neelkanth, big ups to Hitesh. You guys are awesome over there. So please visit your Fresno Mandir. Check out Neelkanth. Thanks for stopping by. And again, check out the great yogi and great teacher to us all. Peace and blessings. Thanks for stopping by. Be as tough as an 11-year-old. We can all do it.